Hello, and welcome to this tutorial to guide you through the new DSM Diagnostics of Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 5th edition, which is available for the first time ever through our website. Now, if you look on the right-hand side of our website, you'll see a tab for the library. You click on the tab for the library, you scroll down to the subject databases and click on that, and then once you're at the subject databases, you're going to click on psychology/sociology, and as you can see, there are plenty of wonderful databases that you will be able to access for whatever types of research paper you might be working on. But just for today, I'm going to be focusing on how to use the new DSM5 online. This is the newest edition of the DSM, which is the primary diagnostic tool for mental illness in the United States. So the first thing you want to do is click on the DSM5. And as you can see, this is a picture of what the DSM looks like. And we also do have available regular hard copies that are generally reference books which cannot be taken out of the library, but some people feel more comfortable using regular books, which is just fine. It contains the same information that is here on the internet's handbook. Okay, so as you see here, these are the different sections that are in the book. And if you look up here, this is the DSM library. This is the DSM book that's available online. These are other books that would be considered helpful, and journals, different topics, the APA guidelines, and the CME and self-assessment and news and other different types of links that might be very, very helpful. Especially for actual patients that may need help wading through the confusion which can be considered the DSM. So for this particular project, I'm going to click on the DSM-5. Okay. And then right here, I'm going to do an advanced search because I find that an advanced search is usually easier, because it gets more specific instead of just giving many different types of choices. So I click on that. Now, one very important thing I want to mention is to make sure that you spell something correctly, because very often if you spell something even by one letter, you will get no results, and which can be very, very frustrating, not understanding why. Another very important thing is to make sure that the term that you are using is a term that is currently being used by the DSM. For example, bipolar disorder was once called manic depressive disorder, and it's no longer called manic depressive disorder. So if you typed in manic depressive, you would probably get either very few or none choices for that typical term, unless you put in bipolar disorder. So just make sure that you have the correct terminology. So for this particular one, I am going to put in borderline personality. Okay, and I make sure that it's all spelled correctly. It even has a choice right there. Okay, and I could have done an advanced search here, but for this particular one I didn't. And I click on borderline personality disorder. And sometimes it's a little bit slow going. And these are some of the quick links and how borderline personality disorder is measured and assessed. And these are they have some excellent different types of charts that give certain types of possible symptoms of somebody who may be having borderline personality disorder. For example, this particular chart gives certain symptoms and whether or not the person has them, like little interest or pleasure in doing things and stuff like that. So it has a wealth of information, and you can go all the way down, Even has different articles and journal articles that you could find that are very helpful, that you can usually find here at the library. And one of the librarians can help you if you are having a little bit of trouble finding it. I came back up, and here are other books, and these journals are excellent. But the thing with some of the journals that you have to be careful of is that some of the journals you have to have a subscription to, and Suffolk Community College does not have subscriptions to all of these journal articles. So you have to make sure that you click on ones that do have the full text article, and very often you have to find out if they are peer-reviewed articles. So that is just a very basic guide to how to use the new DSM online, and a librarian is always available to help you. And the good thing about this is that you can do it from home now. As long as you have a username and a password, you're able to sit down with a cup of hot cocoa and sit in your pajamas and start working on your psychology paper. I hope you have enjoyed this little guide to the DSM-5. Thank you very much.